Hey everybody, as you can see, I have the collector's edition of Space Marine 2 here. I'm having an absolute blast with the game. This review or little discussion is not going to be about that at all, right? Just the statue and what you get in the collector's edition box here. So I purchased this in June of 2023 because if you remember correctly, the game was supposed to be launched last year. So I've been waiting for this for a very long time. I was very excited to get it in the mail. And I gotta say, my hopes might have been a little bit too high, all right? So first off, what do you get in the box? You get a steelbook case right here. You get this nice art and making of Space Marine 2. So the book itself has a ton of detailed pictures in it. It's cool to look through once, right? But I imagine that's one of those things that's gonna kind of end up on your shelf and you're gonna look at it again. And then you have the main event right here, which is the Lieutenant Titus statue itself. Now, when I bought this, I knew that it was gonna be small. I remember seeing the dimensions online, like 8.5 by 6.5 inches. And I said to myself, Jesus, that sounds small. But there was definitely a part of me, naive maybe, that was saying, hey, you know, maybe he's a grower, not a shower. You know what I mean? He's not. It is very small. Out of all the collector's editions I've ever bought, it's probably the one I'm the most disappointed by. All right, behind me are all the ones that I own. Halo 3, Halo Reach, Titanfall 2, Halo 5. Those, in my mind, were great collector's editions. The statues stand out. They're memorable. They're ones that I'm going to carry around with me forever, right? This Titus one, I have two big problems with it. The first one is the fact that it is really, really flimsy. I've bumped into the chainsword a couple of times while making videos, and I've already had it pop off on me once. But beyond that, everything just barely feels connected. Like the magnets are not strong. The sockets, they don't fit very well. Like I definitely have concerns about how well this thing is going to hold up over time. I think for me personally, I'm probably going to end up disassembling this and putting it back together with a little bit of glue to help just keep it all together, right? So probably not the best idea or what's recommended, but it's what I want to do to make sure that this actually survives a couple of years, all right? So that's my first problem, is just the perceived flimsiness of it, right? The second one is that I saw the picture before I bought it. I knew that this is what I was getting. But I gotta say, after seeing it, like it is really awkward just having Titus with his legs just cut off. I know he's standing in a pool of gore, but like these guys are supposed to be 3 meters tall. Like he's in a fucking full blood. Regardless, the decision to just chop him off at the legs just seemed a little bit silly to me, all right? I've got this picture in my daughter's room that I purchased at a silent auction. The artist, it was for a charity, right? The artist just drew a picture of like a golden retriever puppy. But he couldn't draw legs. So he just drew a line across the damn thing and called it good. And I cannot help but laugh and wonder if that's the exact same thing that went on here with this statue. You can make Titus's legs, clearly, right? And before you say, dude, what the fuck are you doing? You have that statue and you bought this? Yeah, dumbass decision. I'm fully aware of that. I accept that. But in my defense, I bought this in June of 2023. It was supposed to launch last year. This got announced by Weta Workshop. I bought this in January of 2024. I can't help the fact that it showed up first and it's just, you know, fucking better in every regard. But having them side by side, it is kind of funny and cool to be able to compare these things. Obviously, the scale is a little bit different on them, but I do love just getting to kind of see them side by side and just the mammoth difference in the size of them. I will say, you know, one of the good things I will say about this Titus statue is it is very nicely detailed, right? That's the one thing it's got going for it. I remember when I opened it up, I said, hey, they did a damn good job. Clearly, they did a much better job than I did when I painted my minis. You know what I mean? So that's basically it. Here's my deal. If you missed out on this one, like you didn't order it in time, don't sweat it, right? Don't beat yourself up and be like, I gotta fucking watch eBay every day till one comes available. It's okay. You know what I mean? This is not gonna go in kind of the pantheon of collector's editions by any means. I'm glad I got it. I sure as hell didn't need it, but yeah. What am I doing here? You know what I mean? All right. I'm going to go back to playing the game. You guys have a great week. Talk to you next time. Well, as you can tell, I've got the, damn, see, like even just fucking, it's so flimsy, dude. It's so concerningly like flimsy. Like I hate that. I hate that for me. It's concerning. Look how fucking flimsy it is. Anyways, all right. I'll rub my nose here. All right. Hey, everybody. As you can see, I have the...